Greetings and welcome. We are unpacking. That's why we've come out. Well, it's not just about the Samsung Unpacked, though we will talk about the Samsung Unpacked event. It's going to be a big one. We hope everything we're thinking comes out, which is I will tell you what we're expecting on the show. Then the big story, the Oppo Reno 7 and 7 Pro. When Oppo comes up with the next level of Reno, especially their Pro series, you know it's going to look great. You know that the screen's going to be amazing, and you know they'll do something with the camera and video that really changes the game. We'll show you if Oppo did it once again. Then we'll move on to the OnePlus Buds Z2, the next generation of their earbuds. Pretty good. Lots of great features, but we're not just saying it, we'll also compare it to the Nothing Ear 1. And we'll close it all with apps that can actually help you in sharing data between phones. It really will help your life. So that and a whole lot more happening on the Cell Guru Show. Let's get started. And before we get started with all of that, let's do news coming in from the world of mobiles. And of course, the big one is what we're expecting from the Samsung Unpacked event. Let's start with that.
Another Samsung launch event is nearly upon us. The South Korean tech giant has announced that its next Unpacked event will take place on February 9th, during which we are expecting to see the official announcement of the Galaxy S22, its latest flagship phone series. Samsung's Galaxy S devices are typically its highest spec smartphones, and they're typically our first look at trends major smartphone manufacturers will be following for the year. The flagship Galaxy S22 would come in three handsets as base Galaxy S22, Galaxy S22 Plus and Galaxy S22 Ultra. By this time, we also have a good idea regarding specifications. All three devices will reportedly ship with Qualcomm's latest flagship processor, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, while in India, we would likely get devices powered by Samsung's own Exynos 2200 processor. Other specs would include fast refresh screens, brighter displays with higher peak brightnesses, and a slightly lesser battery capacity, which is slightly disappointing if it's true, as the previous generation did not have a very good battery backup. While the S22 and the S22 Plus will be an iterative update over their predecessors, the S22 Ultra will reportedly be a very different beast. Rather than using a similar design language to the rest of the S22 lineup, various leaks suggest that the S22 Ultra will have a very similar squared-off design to Samsung's previous Note devices. There's reportedly even a built-in slot for its S Pen stylus this time around. As for the prices, Samsung's flagship mobile devices would have premium prices. Expect an increment in prices for all three devices, as they will now cost more than the previous generations. Still, there are lots of things that are hidden. To know such details, let's see what announcement Samsung would make on Galaxy Unpacked 2022 event on February 9th.
And now let's move on to our top story. This is the Oppo Reno 7 Pro and Oppo Reno 7. I'll talk to you a little bit about the Pro because the Oppo Reno 7 also is a great phone. But it's the Oppo Reno 7 Pro that really stands out. So it's got a monolith design, great material used, very thin. Now, you know, it's a marvel of technology that companies now can put in so much of hardware, so many features, so many components to something that is, I think, 7.45 mm thin. It's amazing what all they can do. So it's a great looking phone, very nice, very current in terms of their design. But really what stands out is the looks. The screen is fantastic. A custom built chip inside it. It's a MediaTek Dimensity 1200, but they've really tuned it for what they want to do. And what they really want to do is give you a camera experience like never before. Let's take a look at both phones.
Think design and a few brands automatically stand out. Oppo is one of a few smartphone companies that have had a laser focus on pushing the edge of aesthetics. The company's latest, the Oppo Reno 7 and 7 Pro, are proof that the brand isn't quite done yet. Two phones, yet similar design. Both the Oppo Reno 7 and Reno 7 Pro are debuting a laser-etched design that looks absolutely fabulous as long as you prefer vibrant colors. 1.2 million lines etched on the back of the glass panel give the phone sufficient grip and an optical effect that changes the color as you move the phone around. Meanwhile, the metal mid-frame has absolutely straight lines that give ample area to hold the phone. Yes, the 7 Pro does look a bit like an iPhone, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. The more affordable Reno 7 makes do with curved edges instead. The Reno 7 Pro has a special trick up its sleeve in the form of breathing lights for notifications. Placed around the camera module, the Reno 7 Pro lights up on receiving a notification. Upfront bezels are minimal and the Oppo Reno 7 Pro stretches a 6.55-inch display in there with razor-thin bezels. The regular Reno 7, on the other hand, has a smaller 6.43-inch display. Both panels support 90Hz refresh rates, though the Reno 7 Pro boasts just a bit brighter with up to 900 nits of brightness. Regardless, you'll find both the AMOLED displays to be perfectly vibrant and visible outdoors. Bigger difference lie under the hood, where the phones have a significant difference in performance. The Oppo Reno 7 is a standard mid-ranger with a Dimensity 905G chipset. The phone is reasonably powerful and will get you up and running with popular games just fine. But more demanding titles might drop the occasional frame. That problem is solved by stepping up to the Reno 7 Pro. Powered by a Dimensity 1200 chipset, the phone has enough grunt to run any game you throw at it. Nor does it struggle with day-to-day tasks. Performance is fantastic and users won't find anything to complain about. Both phones are running ColorOS 12 on Android 11 with promised updates to Android 12, giving you the latest and greatest software experience. Talking about the cameras, the Reno 7 Pro packs a 50-megapixel sensor that proves itself to be a capable performer. The phone balances detail with vibrant colors, there's a hint of saturation, but overall results still look good. The Reno 7 opts for an older but high-resolution 64-megapixel sensor. Like the 7 Pro, images are plenty good, but the camera doesn't resolve quite as much detail. Both phones support ultra-wide cameras that have a bit of distortion around the edges but perform competitively in less than ideal light. You will find 2-megapixel macro cameras that fall short on details. The real magic, however, lies in the front camera. Oppo is using a unique RGBW sensor that can absorb a lot more information in low light. The result? Excellent image quality despite less than perfect lighting. The 32-megapixel sensor does a brilliant job at capturing skin tones, and you can adjust the skin enhancement features as you choose. Keeping things running all day long are 4500 mAh cells. Predictably, the Reno 7 lasts just a bit longer due to its more frugal chipset, but the Reno 7 Pro manages a full day just as well. Equipped with 65-watt charging support, it takes just about 35 minutes to charge up the phones. Priced at 28,999 rupees and 39,990 rupees for the Reno 7 and Reno 7 Pro, the two options are not the most powerful, but the excellence in design and camera capabilities make them quality options to consider if those are the features you want from your next phone.
Alright, so great phones from Oppo, and now let's move on to something we've been waiting for, a very well-priced TWS earbud from OnePlus, the Z2. Now, the original version that came out was a big success. Why? Because they kind of got the price point and the feature set completely right. Now they're taking it to a whole new level, from the audio quality, the noise cancellation, the very nice portable form factor that they've built into it, and a very good price point. Now, I'm going to show you the review. When we come back, we'll also do a small little shootout.
Music lovers have never had it this good. The sheer amount of innovation and competition over price means more quality options for everyone. The OnePlus Buds Z2 joins the pack category and improves upon the original OnePlus Buds Z with a loaded feature set. Has the company mastered the art of budget audiophile goodness? Let's find out in a review of the OnePlus Buds Z2. The OnePlus Buds Z2 stick to the same general design as the original Buds Z, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. The in-ear style earbuds are comfortable to wear all day long and include a short stem that houses the microphone. The fit is excellent and you'll have no problem taking them out for a run. The IP55 rating means that they can comfortably handle splashes as well. All controls are located on the stem and you can tap to play or pause music and even control the level of noise cancellation. The earbuds integrate deeply with OnePlus phones, and all controls for noise cancellation and adjusting sound quality pop up under the Bluetooth menu itself. Others can make use of the Hey Melody app to adjust all the controls on the OnePlus Buds Z. Coming to the audio quality, the Buds Z delivers rich and punchy sound. The goal here is in neutrality. OnePlus is aiming for a bass-rich sound that will make hip-hop and Bollywood music sound incredible. Vocals sound just a bit recessed. The earphones do great for watching movies thanks to the Dolby Atmos support. Volume levels too are plenty good, and if you like listening to podcasts while doing chores, the OnePlus Buds Z will be your best buddy. That's also because of the excellent active noise cancellation. The feature is becoming common amongst more affordable headphones and aims to cut outside noise by matching the frequency to cancel external sounds. OnePlus claims that the Buds Z2 can cut noise by almost 40 decibels. Out and about or even in noisy environments, the OnePlus Buds Z2 do a fantastic job at cutting down ambient noise levels and make listening to music a whole lot more enjoyable. Battery life too is on par with the rest. OnePlus claims 5 hours of battery life on a single charge. We managed 4.5 hours with the active noise cancellation switched on. The earbuds support fast charging, and a 10-minute top-up in the case will get you up and running for 2 hours. Available for 5,000 rupees, the OnePlus Buds Z2 makes a couple of omissions like wireless charging and adjustable equalization, but are a power-packed package for enjoyable music listening backed by active noise cancellation.
Exactly what I promised you. We've done the review. Now let's do a comparison. There is a bit of a price point difference between these two, but more or less everything else seems to be the same. So which is the better one for you to buy? The OnePlus or the Nothing Ear One?
The convenience, sound quality and comfort that modern-day wireless earbuds provide make them a must-own gadget. And with this growth in popularity, almost all big-name audio brands now have some kind of wireless buds for you to consider. And the latest to join the party is OnePlus, which just launched the Buds Z2. The Z2 borrows features like ANC and better sound quality from its bigger brother, but packs them at a much affordable price. But by paying a little extra, you have an option of getting the Nothing Ear One Black Edition, which is one of the best sounding TWS in this segment. The question then is, which one is better? We compare them in our Cell Guru review and answer which one to buy. Nothing pulls out a win right off the bat in the design department. Although both earbuds have a pretty traditional in-ear shape with a short stem. However, Nothing's aesthetics are far and way better than the OnePlus Z2. The Ear One Black has a stunning transparent finish, providing a clear look inside at all of the neatly packed internals. This bold look carries over the case as well, which has a transparent top and bottom to match the look of the earbuds. By comparison, the OnePlus Buds Z2 are a bit generic. The glossy and hard plastic case doesn't do anything to stand out from the crowd. The Ear One's case also gets covered in scratches within days of use and progressively loses its luster, while the Buds Z2 case only seems to attract fingerprints and smudges but can be cleaned off easily. From a functional standpoint, however, OnePlus has a key advantage. The Buds Z2 has an IP55 dust and water resistance rating along with IPX4 protection for the charging case. By comparison, Nothing Ear One gets an IPX4 rating for the earbuds and lacks any kind of IP coverage for the case. Whereas comfort is a subjective factor, we have had no complaints with both pairs of earbuds as both of them are small and lightweight. After a while, you tend to forget you are even wearing anything. However, the long stalks of the Z2 are more noticeable than those of the Ear One. Regardless, neither pair should pose any major comfort issues to most users. As for pairing, both these earbuds support Google's fast pairing process, which makes connection a breeze. After pairing, both of the earbuds have their own apps, but if you have a OnePlus phone, you do not have to download the otherwise Hey Melody app. Both the apps feature a host of customization options ranging from assigning gesture controls to adjusting the strength of active noise cancellation. Where they differ is in providing EQ presets, which the Ear One provides and the OnePlus Buds Z2 miss out on. When it comes to earphones, generally the most important part of the experience is the actual sound quality. And unlike many other affordable earbuds, Nothing Ear Ones doesn't emphasize bass notes to the point of overpowering the rest of the music. The 11.6mm dynamic drivers inside each earbud boost mid-frequencies and help vocals to stand out from the mix. The Ear Ones are presented well with good stereo separation and nothing sounds muffled. The Buds Z2 on the other hand are entirely dominated by an excessive amount of mid-bass. It tends to drown out most of the other sounds, particularly in the mid-range. The high end is reasonably well balanced but does have some sibilance at certain frequencies. Both the Buds Z2 and the Ear One feature active noise cancellation, which lets you adjust the level of noise cancellation. The ANC on both earbuds is average at best. Both do an okay job getting rid of the rumble and thrum of ambient noise, but do very little about the noise in the mid and upper ranges. The Buds Z2 does a bit better here, as compared to the Air ones. Coming to the battery life, the Buds Z2 has the better battery life of the two. OnePlus claims 5 hours of battery life and we managed close to 4.5 hours of continuous playback, whereas we cannot say the same about the Air ones, which gave us close to 3.5 hours. Also, both the Buds support fast charging, but the Air ones go one step further by including wireless charging as well. Priced at 5,999 rupees, the Nothing Air 1 is more expensive than the OnePlus Z2, but they are well worth as it delivers great sound with a comfortable fit. And when you consider a striking design that breaks the mundane look of most earbuds at this price tag, with the addition of wireless charging, the Nothing Air 1 delivers exceptional bang for your buck.
On the Sale Guru Show, we're going to take a quick break right now. When we come back, lots more happening. Now let's move on to a story that is actually something that you all have been asking for, and that is sharing of data between phones. It's usually a toughie. You know, most people don't even change their phones because they're like, "Arey, kaun karega yaar? Data hamara jo hai, usme reh jayega." That becomes a big problem. In fact, there's incompatibility sometimes even between phones of the same operating system, and then you go to a whole new OS. It's a whole new ball game of problems. But we'll make your life much easier. Rubina has 3 apps that will make your life really easy peasy.
Hi, I'm Rubina Mung and today I'm going to tell you something very useful. Now, we often are in a situation where we want to transfer a photograph or perhaps an important file from a phone with someone. Sure, there is Bluetooth for Android devices and there's AirDrop for iPhone users. However, there's still no straightforward way to transfer content from iPhone to Android or Android devices to iPhone. Today, I'm going to tell you 3 ways with it easily you can share files between Android devices and iPhones. Share Karo is a popular app on Android and iOS devices that lets you transfer files even when offline. It does this by creating a Wi-Fi hotspot that both devices can connect to and sends the file over the local network. In fact, Share Karo has apps for Mac and Windows as well and will quickly transfer files over the network to computers as well. In case you are using other apps like ShareIt or Extender, Share Karo can send files to those apps as well, making it a versatile solution. Similar to Share Karo, FeeMe4 is yet another alternative for rapid file transfers between multiple devices. Much faster than Bluetooth, FeeMe4 makes use of Wi-Fi Direct and can transfer files between Android, iOS, Windows and Mac devices. Finally, if you don't want to install any app at all, just head over to snapdrop.net. This free utility looks and acts like AirDrop but works through your browser. It can then send files or photos over Wi-Fi to any other device that has the website open in its browser. So there you go, 3 easy to use utilities to fire away your files between all your devices.
That then was the Sale Guru Show, and as always, the promise that I always keep, every week I tell you, I have an amazing show for you, I bring that to you, and I always end by saying, next week, even better. So I've got an awesome show for you next week, and I'll see you on that show.